everybody. This is the Mobius action cam. I'm a big action camera fan. I like to see how small a package you can get a camera in, where it will do a presentable job for YouTube videos or any other kind of videos. As you get very small and into cheaper things, when you get into the quote unquote spy camera size, you begin to run into issues of focus, of quality of your picture, of stabilization, and then you got something along the side of the Mobius action cam. Now this is a relatively small camera. I guess it would not be a lot off the size of a Hero. At least a Hero would be more along a traditional camera setting rather than this, where the lens is at the base or top of the camera, and at the back you have the port, you have your memory area, and then you have the mini USB port. And this is a very simple camera. It's off on here with the bottom button. It has a mode button where you can change it from 1080 to 720, etc. And all of these are configurable by a text file on board this camera, or you can use the configuration program, which will edit that text file and make your life a lot simpler. And this is basically the shutter button, which turns it off and on. And when you put it in, I think the first mode would be, for instance, 1080p, 30 frames per second. The second mode might be 720, 30, or etc. And then the last mode might be actually a picture mode, photo mode, which I would rarely ever use. So you would simply push the on button here, and it's a very light camera, so it's not something you can do easily in that kind of position. And then once you get that on, then hopefully you'll get a mode. The mode is yellow, which was the first mode, and there's a code for the various modes. I always shoot in 1080p, so yellow, the first mode, will be fine for me. Then if I push the shutter button, then suddenly you'll get a pulsing light, which means that it's now filming. And it's relatively good quality. I'll put an example of the quality at the end of this video. Basically, what I'm looking for is a camera that is a camera that's unobtrusive. So let me just hit this button here, switch this off, and it flashes red twice, and then it's off again. Now what makes this thing good is I have these clips. These clips allow you to mount, in this case it's a traditional 1/4 inch mount, and then you can clip this on something, and then you can maneuver it around using it. You maneuver it around and set it. Now if I'm going to use this camera, I had to do the same thing. I have another clip, but I add a couple of additions. I bought an aftermarket little ball joint connector here, you see right here. So this is not traditionally a Hero type connection. But I just simply plug that in there, and I get the extension up that will allow me to add this. So basically what I did is create a little ball joint with a 1/4 inch drive. This is a 1/4 inch drive system. If you have to slide it into this little box here, you can use it outside this box. I'm not going to take it out because it's a pain in the butt to take it out. Easy to get it in. By the way, these two little things top here are heat sinks. I didn't hit on that. In any case, so all I have to do is now just put this on the mount here. Now with this little ball joint, now I can clip this somewhere and point this out. And what I have simply done now is create a camera that you can mount and clip to a coat, a pole to some degree, wherever the expansion capability of this little alligator clip is, and then you can just focus outwards. I don't do selfies, so I don't do vlogging, but this is a great POV camera, point of view camera. So people can see what you're seeing while you're narrating. So clip that to a shirt. Consider my finger as a shirt. Pop that in there. And then the shirt's out here. And then voila, you can see and you can record. You won't see what you're recording, but you can record her. This does not support Wi-Fi. So this is a very, very basic little camera, but it's very little, as you can see. So it'd be very handy to carry along. So, you know, I'm always looking for more compact cameras that'll actually give me some performance. And we'll, like I said, we'll have a little test at the end to see if this is something that could be usable in the field, where we could create YouTube videos, any other video format we might want to take. Alright, the sample will follow, and I will end it here. And you'll see this probably out in the field. I don't know if you're going to see it. I'm going to be using it probably if I'm going into some places where I want to show you some things, etc. I might use this as a helper rather than carrying a handheld camera. You know, I might have a GoPro or etc. So we'll just see how this works. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, and you have a wonderful day. Hey guys, I thought I would test this little camera out here. There's a pretty brisk wind, so I don't expect the microphone to be at its optimum, but at least I should get an idea, or you should get an idea, of how this will work in actual practice. Beautiful day for some metal detecting, but I am on call and I have been sitting in front of my computer for about 5-6 straight hours, and the previous 6 days I spent in various stages of trying to overcome something that looked like an April flu, if that's a possibility. So it's nice to get out here and get a little fresh air and to take a quick look. So this is the acid test, and I will be back with you soon, and we'll see if we can actually put this out in the field and in practice.